Statue of Liberty after 9/11, the first 3 months after 9/11, the statue, the island, was completely closed. And then in 2004, the Park Service decided to allow tourists to come back in and go up as high as the pedestal of the statue. That's just under Lady Liberty's feet. But this morning, it is finally open again. The visual you're looking at, the crown of the Statue of Liberty, will open, and only 280 people will be allowed to go up each day. Tickets are just $3, but you really have to plan ahead because tickets to the crown are already sold out through the fall. But don't worry, we got a sneak peek for you. Here it is. For more than a century, she's watched over New York's harbor. The 7 sharp spikes on her crown representing the 7 continents and seas. Her torch, a symbol of enlightenment. The Green Lady, recognized around the world.
I think the most important thing is this has already given so many millions of people hope when they come to America.
Hope.
Hope for a new life, hope for realizing your dream.
What does she represent to you?
Being an American.
Freedom?
Opportunity, freedom, and above all, tolerance and an open mind of what we should be.
It does represent hope. It also represents the strength of America together, how it's strong.
It's big and cool.
And now that new generation can see her as their parents and grandparents did, from the inside. Wow, this is narrow. 2 narrow, intertwining spiral staircases are the paths up and down. 354 tiny steps from the ground to the crown. Along the way, you see the scaffolding designed by Mr. Eiffel, yes, the same one, and tiny points of sunlight where Lady Liberty's copper skin has been pierced. And sooner than you expect, you're at the top. Last time I did this, I was 9 years old with my dad and my sister right in front and behind me, kind of packed in here. But now people will come up in groups of just 10 with time to enjoy the crown. Wow. I remember my father picking me up to look out the windows. There is, of course, something missing from the view of Lower Manhattan, not lost on the tourists who say they're happy to see the crown reopen.
It had to happen. 9/11 was a terrible tragedy, but getting this reopened shows America's spirit and rejuvenation. I think it's super critical to have it happen and get it done now.
It shows the ability of America to come back and
Our resiliency.
Thank you. Someone else.
Yeah, it shows that we're resilient. It says that, maybe we're changing for the better. Maybe things are evolving for the better.
That must not be too far from the minds of everybody that works at the National Park Service.
I think that is.
This is
right.
symbolic that we're saying we can do this and
Exactly.
you're not going to scare us into it.
Exactly. That's what she's all about.
It is such a symbolic moment, and the man who made it possible is the Secretary of the Interior, Ken Salazar. Secretary, thank you so much for being with us. Excited to be here this morning. Tell us why the decision now to reopen the crown. What was it about this moment that makes it safer or all right to open the crown?
America really is at a point where we're at a new beginning. We have some tough issues that we're facing. President Obama recognizes that we have to get the resolve of the country back together again, and we have that kind of resolve. And so this is just a new beginning that really is a way of cultivating our roots about the greatness of hope and opportunity and freedom and liberty that America stands for. So on this birthday for America, the 233rd birthday, we're here to say happy birthday, America.
It is a change, though, from the prior administration. They felt it was not secure enough, not safe enough to let people go all the way to the top. What's changed now to make you feel comfortable allowing that?
We've made some physical changes inside of the statue itself, and we also have a management program, so only 30 people can be in the statue at any one time. And so
Right.
we feel that we have the public safety at the utmost level of consideration here. And so it is safe, and it's also just symbolic to the country that this icon of what America is the best idea and democracy in the world, that we finally are able to celebrate it in this very unique way.
You mentioned 30 people an hour, so we're talking about a small fraction of the people who flock here to visit. There might be 15,000 people here today. Will there ever be a day when more people can access the crown, when you open it up to larger groups?
We're going to make additional improvements, and in about 2 or 3 years from now, we're going to be able to get additional people into the crown, but it's always going to be limited. It's kind of like the Washington Monument or other very special places where we're going to have to only allow a certain number of people, but we'll do it in a fair and transparent way so every American has an opportunity to come here.
And right now, people can go online, and even though it's sold out through the fall, they can get tickets for, if they plan ahead, for next winter, next summer, right? At least the next couple of years this will happen.
Absolutely. They can go online and they can stand in line now to be able to get those tickets and have access to the crown.
Any last thought about what it means to be here on this day, to look up at that statue?
You know, about a third of the people of this country can trace their roots to this place and coming in through here and seeing the Statue of Liberty. So it is really a beacon of hope and opportunity throughout the world, the nation's most popular symbol of liberty. And so for us to be able to open the crown today on behalf of President Obama and this country is just an incredible, incredible time.
Well, we appreciate